Hey everyone, I just wanted to comment on the things I've been posting regarding the recent plane and helicopter collision. If it's a little loud in the background, it's because it's raining pretty hard here where I'm at. Donald Trump just recently came out with a press conference answering any questions regarding what exactly happened, what caused the helicopter to stay on the course that it was on, colliding with the 67 passenger airline. There are no survivors. I had posted a YouTube short just sharing the technology regarding the Black Hawk unmanned helicopters. These were demonstrated recently before the election. And so it's kind of interesting. I tend not to trust the mainstream media, but as reports came out from the New American and the Epoch Times regarding bodies being found from the helicopter crash and that it was indeed manned, I began to ask more questions. My first impression was this wasn't even manned. They were trying out this new technology. And then when I found out from the trusted news sources that there was indeed pilots in the helicopter, I shifted to, well, was this a training exercise to use the technology? And maybe that's perhaps why this crash happened. The technology got out of control and they didn't know how to use it, or they didn't know how to take it out of, autopilot, so to speak. Now, that is still to be revealed if it ever gets revealed. I don't think it will. I don't think the government would come out and say, hey, we're trying out this new technology with our Black Hawk helicopters. And so I just don't think they're going to be that transparent about it. Or this could just be a simple human error. Just with training exercises, it doesn't happen a lot. But I was listening to a lot of experts in the field, trained pilots, and they said this is highly unusual. I've also posted a lot of that on my Telegram page as well as my X account. One question that I think we need to be asking is, we know that eventually they want to have these unmanned aircrafts. Elon Musk has talked a lot about these F-35 fighter jets that can be flown like a drone. Why do we need pilots? And so we're going to see this technology being pushed more and more. And the question we have to ask ourselves is this safe? Could this crash that had taken place, whether they were using the technology or not, be a harbinger of things to come? Kind of like God warning us, saying, don't use this technology. Another danger to this technology, where you either have an unmanned or a manned aircraft. Right now, the FAA rules say that in order to test this technology, you still have to have pilots there. The dangers of it is, what happens if it gets hacked? What if this technology gets hacked by a foreign adversary and they decide to start flying these helicopters or planes into other planes? Just asking questions. We don't know any, definite conclusions. But as I was looking at all the different videos and different perspectives and who's to blame and what exactly happened, these are just some of my thoughts. So I just wanted to clear the air. I think we definitely need to put our discernment caps on. Don't trust everything the mainstream media tells you. Do your research, do your digging, and always line everything up with what we see in the Bible. And, the Bible won't always speak on things like this, but we have to ask God for wisdom. So again, just continue to pray for the victims' families. I just posted an article from the Gateway Pundit. They've officially identified the pilot who was from Georgia that was in the helicopter that passed away. And we also know that the U.S. skating team and some coaches were on board the passenger flight, and this is just all around tragic. But I think the closer we get to the Lord's return, the more of these crazy things we're going to see.